All right, guys, we want to welcome you to this evening's Zoom. Thank you for joining us. We're absolutely excited that you were able to jump on. Now, somebody invited you simply because they wanted to share a little bit of information about this amazing company that we have here with Planet Marketing and IntelliTravel. They thought that you wanted to travel more. They thought that you wanted to save more and maybe experience more without taking on a second or a third job. And they wanted to share this information with you. So I want to ensure you that you are in the right place at the right time and with the right people. Now, my name is Alisha Blair, and I'm a 3-star director, and you may not know what that means. You're going to learn a little bit about that in the next couple of minutes. But actually, I got started in this company 28 months ago, simply because I saw a way to save on the travel that my family was doing anyway. However, we really began to take this business seriously when we saw the kind of income that we had been missing out on, and how ordinary people just like you and I, they were earning a full-time income. However, they were working this business on a part-time basis. And that's why we really love the fact that Planet Marketing, it's not only working for our household, but it's helping everyone. I'm talking about single mothers, traditional business owners, pastors, teachers, students, even nurses like myself absolutely live life on our own terms. So with that being said, we are going to introduce you guys to a company that is literally changing thousands of lives around the world. Now, I know I have some dreamers on this Zoom with me. I want you to imagine financial freedom and what that means to you. Maybe it's paying all of the bills on time and having surplus. Maybe it's taking that dream vacation without having to take out loans. Some of you may have aging parents that you want to take care of. And many of us have children who are in college, and we want them to come out of college with their degrees, but without student loans. So financial freedom means a lot of different things for a lot of different people. But I want you to continue to imagine personal freedom. Maybe it's hopping in your convertible, riding countryside like this young lady right here. Or maybe it's doing what you want to do when you desire to do it. Now, we may not be in chains and shackles, but really ask yourself the question at this time: am I really free to do what it is that I want to do when I desire to do it? But now we're going to talk about this last freedom. I want you to continue to imagine about your time freedom. Do you really control your time? If not, what controls that for you? Now, I am a mother of 4, guys. I actually have 4 children. The last of my children, he was actually born prematurely. And now his first 2 years in life, my goodness, we were in and out of the hospital, in and out of doctor's offices. And one thing I hated was having to walk into my boss's office after I exhausted all of my PTO. We all know what that is, paid time off, to ask that man for time off for me to be a mother. He had nothing to do with the conception of my child. So why did I have to get permission to absolutely take care of my family? So 2 years ago, guess what? I was looking for something. I was absolutely looking for a way to design my ideal life. And I found it here in Planet Marketing. Now, what you're going to learn about this evening is absolutely phenomenal. First and foremost, you're going to discover how to earn more, travel more, save more, and lastly, experience more. But we're going to share with you how to do this through building a strong network and using the network that you have, guys. And also, you're going to learn about the e-commerce industry. That is simply the buying and selling of goods online. And then we're going to share with you how you can become a travel professional and now bring that income into your home. Just a bit about our marketing arm, Planet Marketing. Again, we are a US-based international marketing company, an online business provider. We have solid company leadership, 3 years old, but in those 3 years, guys, we have 42,000 active agents in 21 different countries. Not only that, we have over 33 six-figure income earners, and we've produced our first $1 million income earner this year. Now, our offices are based in Atlanta, Georgia. Again, solid leadership, and this gentleman that you see right here is actually our founder, our chairman of the board, Mr. Donald Bradley. Now, I'm going to brag on our CEO for just a minute. He's a highly decorated 7-figure income earner in the industry of network marketing. He's always been an entrepreneur, always been in the travel space as long as he has been in network marketing. But one thing about Donald Bradley, He started out as a representative, just like many of us who are on this Zoom this evening, but he knew he wanted to have his own company one day, a company that would be around for years to come. But in order to achieve this, he knew he had to put together a winning team. So again, he leveraged his relationships that he built over the years, and he went out and found our president and CFO, Mr. Andy Cawthon. Now, this gentleman has decades of executive management, corporate operations, as well as marketing sales experience, and he's managed billion-dollar global businesses. And not only that, he's actually responsible for our international expansion in those 20 plus different countries. But he has his sidekick, Ms. Leanne Treckler. She manages our Planet support team. And not only that, she ensures that our representatives have everything that we need before we can even think of it. And I love these two individuals to life because they make sure our representatives are not only paid on time, guys, but most times early. Now, every strong marketing company has to have a product or service in which they sell. So in comes IntelliTravel. Now, Planet Marketing, hear me now, shares an exclusive partnership with IntelliTravel. And what does that mean? You cannot own an IntelliTravel agency without first going through a Planet Marketing rep. A little bit about IntelliTravel. We are a 27-year-old licensed and bonded global travel agency. Our offices for IntelliTravel are based in Delray Beach, Florida. Now, we have all of our accreditations. We are the originators of the home-based travel agent model. And this gentleman that you see right here is actually one of the original co-founders and now serves as president of IntelliTravel, Mr. James Ferrara. Speaking of those credentials that you need when you're in the travel industry, guess what? We have them. I'm talking about our IATAN, ARC, CLIA. We're the only US-based travel agency with our APTA certification. And not only that, guys, we have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau, signifying that we are doing very good business in the marketplace. In the past 3 years, our agents have booked over $450 million in travel, guys. We're absolutely getting it done, and we receive top honors and awards on an annual basis from some of the suppliers that you know, love, and trust. Now, you may not know this, and I may be educating some people who are on the Zoom with us. Every single travel transaction already has a commission built in. The question is that commission going to you? Now, there are infinite possibilities here as a travel business owner. Guys, I want to slow it down for just a bit because I had to talk to a young lady today. She was actually putting together a wedding retreat for couples, right? Where couples came into Las Vegas, and she did this big thing twice a year. And she was looking for a travel agent in one of the groups that I'm in to help her put this together. I simply reached out to this individual and I said, hey, if you're doing this particular retreat 2 times a year, let me share with you how to monetize this event even more and get paid on the travel that your attendees are going to do anyway. You may already be booking group travel. You may already be a member of a special interest group, a book club, fraternity, sorority, whatever it is, guys. Those particular groups are already traveling. Maybe you do yoga at sea. Maybe whatever it is, you're doing conferences. We just want to share with you how to further monetize what it is that you're doing and scale up and build your brand. Now, you're going to have access to everything. I'm talking about cruises, vacation packages, rental cars, airline tickets, hotel rooms, guys, even sports and entertainment. You name it, you're absolutely going to have access to. There are no limits here. And you may be asking me at this particular point in time, Alisha, why not travel? Why not lotions? Why not potions? Why not makeup? Why not jewelry? Listen, travel is an $8 trillion industry. It will grow to $15 trillion within the next decade. It does not matter if you and I participate in the industry, it's going to absolutely continue to grow. Not only that, it's the #1 research word on the internet between the hours of 9 to 5. And you have 2 groups who are fueling the growth in travel. Those baby boomers, one is retiring every 20 seconds for the next 20 years. And my goodness, they have bucket lists. And you have those millennials. They are spending over $200 billion on an annual basis when it comes to travel. Now, we did invite you on this Zoom this evening to change your buying or spending habits. However, we do want to educate you how to get paid on what you, your friends, family, and even complete strangers are doing anyway. Many of you are already booking travel. You're going to a highly advertised website. Let's keep it real. Expedia, Orbitz, Travelocity, and you're booking your travel. The difference is that commission is now going back to that highly advertised website instead of going to you. What if you had your own booking engine? What if you had your own website that you can not only book your travel, but the travel of those people you know, love, and trust? What's going to happen? You're going to earn 70 to 80% in travel commissions. Not only that, you're going to position yourself to be partnered with every major vendor worldwide. And what does that mean? If you have a client that wants to book with Delta, guess what? You now have the opportunity to book with Delta. If they want Hertz, guess what? They can book with Hertz. You have a family that wants to go with Disney, you absolutely have the power. And we don't deal with any third-party intermediaries. And what does that mean? There's no man in the middle touching your money, because when too many people touch the money, we do understand the money gets funny. And you may be asking at this particular point in time, Alisha, how will I be trained? Because if I'm going to invest my money, if I'm going to invest my time, I want to be trained. Listen, you're going to have over $100,000 in free marketing material at your disposal to help you run your business. You have all the agent tools, training modules, and we have a robust education program that I'm going to talk about in just a bit. But before I do that, I want to talk about the earning potential here in the travel industry, because I know I have a lot of busy people who are on this Zoom. And what if you busy people just happen to share? Because we are in a world where we love to share. We share what we eat. We share when we're on vacation. Why? Because that's just the nature of what it is that we do in these days and times. But what if you got on social media and now you shared, hear me now, you share your URL, your website, right? And people went on your website you didn't even know, and they booked their travel. What if you had a frequent business traveler, a 3-night hotel stay, 3 times a month that they booked through your website? You didn't even know. The only reason you knew because you got that check at the end of the month for $151. You didn't know anything about that transaction. You just know that you're getting paid. Or what if you want to take a girl's trip or a guy's trip to Scottsdale, Arizona, 4 days, 5 nights, or 5 days, 6 nights, whatever it is, a group of 4, you're in on the 18th hole, you may have lost, but do you understand almost $300 in commission is coming back to you due to your hotel stay, due to your airlines, due to your transfers, guys? It's absolutely amazing. Maybe you are an event planner and you scaled up your business to now offer not only that wedding reception, but you can offer a destination wedding, guys, as well as this honeymoon. What if you booked a 8-day, 7-night stay, all-inclusive resort, Cancun, complete with butler service for that bride and groom? You didn't have to convince them to go on their honeymoon, guys. They were going anyway. 45 minutes of your time, almost $600 in commission, guys, for one transaction. But what if you're like me? If you absolutely love to cruise, you love to book those group cruises, take your family, move the family reunion out of that hot part. We're done with the barbecue, guys. We want to cruise. 6-day, 5-night group cruise, family reunions, 20 cabins. Guys, an hour and a half of your time, $2,200 in commission. That is that any way money that you can absolutely now bring into your home. My goodness, that is absolutely amazing. Could you imagine booking 3 to 4 group cruises a year? But now we're going to come back to the education portion, because we do have a robust education program. It includes webinars, live regional events, seminars at sea, all the bells and whistles that cater to every type of learner. But I want to ask everybody on the Zoom, what if this was your classroom, where you can spend 5 days, 4 nights in Montego Bay, Jamaica for $99 per person? You can test the swim up bar to make sure it's swimming. right? You can test all the food on the buffet to make sure it's just perfect temperature. You can make sure the water is that crystal blue so you can come back and better sell to your clients. This is just the tip of the iceberg that you're going to have access to in the travel industry. Or maybe you want to take it 4 days, 3 nights to Disneyland where you can see Mickey, you can see Minnie, Daffy, Donna, whoever it is. $399 for a per person where you stay on resort, you have dinner with Disney execs, and you get a free tour of Anaheim, guys. It's absolutely amazing. But if you don't want to do it on land, you can absolutely do it on sea. 8-day, 7-night Royal Caribbean cruise, guys. Hear me now. $399 for an ocean view. $559 for a balcony. If you look this balcony cabin up online, it's going to run you between $1,100 and $1,300 per person. Now, each time I do this particular presentation, I'm always asked the same thing. Alisha, what are the risks and what are the costs? Guys, I'm going to cover the risks first. Why? Because as you see, there are none. We don't have risks, but we do have 3 guarantees, and I'm going to go through them fairly quickly for you. First and foremost, we have a best travel price guarantee, and what does that mean? You book a trip for a client, they find it cheaper, comparing apples, oranges to oranges. Either we're going to meet it, beat it, or refund them, hear me, 110% of the difference in a voucher for the next trip that they book with you as a customer retention tool. So you will never lose a customer as it pertains to price. But not only that, we're going to allow you to test drive your business for 30 days. What does that mean? Guys, you come in, you decide you want to book some travel, you take some travel, you earn some income, and on that 30th day, you decide, guess what? I don't want to be a business owner. I don't want to make any money. I don't want to save any money, and I don't want to go to Montego Bay, Jamaica for $99. We do understand. Our company is going to refund you your investment. It's back in your bank account within 48 hours. Absolutely no questions asked. But we do understand sometimes it takes a bit longer than 30 days for you to really get your feet wet in any opportunity. So we're going to give you a 12-month risk-free profit guarantee. And what does that mean? Our company is so confident that you're going to make more in your first 12 months of business than what you invest, or either save more on your travel than what you invest. Then if you do not, they're going to refund you whatever that difference is. To break that down so you can understand for whoever is taking notes, if your investment on the year is $700 and you only make or save $500, our company is going to cut you a check for $200 in order to make you whole. So either you're going to make money or you're going to break even, guys. That's absolutely amazing. I've never seen anything like this in the industry. Now, that is the travel side of our business. I hope you're excited like I am. But here's another side of our business for those people who love to share. Because my thing is, if I found something that works for me, of course, I'm going to share it with every single person I know, just like we do when we go to Papa Do's, we have that great meal, those great drinks, or we're on a cruise ship somewhere. I want you to know about it too, so you can take part in it. But the difference is now you're going to be compensated when you share this opportunity. And this gentleman that I'm going to bring to the Zoom, guys, he's more than qualified to deliver this information. Now, he loves to have fun, but not only does he love to have fun, guys, he knows how to make this money on this side of the program. He knows 110% of the facts. He does have a heart of gold. He loves to help people win. He's a 3-star director. You're going to hear what that means in just a bit. I want to know, Mr. Remus Blair, have you made it to the Zoom on this evening with me, sir?
Miss Alisha, I am definitely on the Zoom. Can you hear me loud and clear?
I can hear you loud and clear, sir. Please take it away.
Well, Miss Alisha, don't go far. I want to bring you back on the line in just a second. Before I want to go ahead and introduce myself to each and everyone that is actually on the line. As Miss Alisha just stated, I am Remus Blair. It's an absolute pleasure to be able to share the platform with Miss Alisha. Again, you just heard her simply state about what travel simply looks like. But again, I want you to understand, yes, she is a 3-star director as well in this company. And again, she did that, ladies and gentlemen, in a 24-month span, simply meaning that she has a team that is growing globally. She has team members in 30 different states and 6 countries. Again, this is all about networking. So Miss Alisha, I want you to come back to the line with me because I want to be very candid with all of our listeners that are actually on the Zoom. You made a statement earlier in your presentation. You said that regardless of where you go and book travel, whether it's online with Expedia or Priceline or whomever, there's a commission that's already tied into it. So the thing that I got from that is that you're simply telling me that we're simply leaving money on the table if we're not owning our own travel agency. Miss Alisha, will you please expound on what it is that you just stated by way of the commissions being tied into every single transaction when you book online?
Absolutely. I would love to, Mr. Blair. We have a family of 6 here, and essentially, we did not know before we jumped in the travel industry. We've been in the travel space 4 years now, and we did not know every single time that we rented a car, every single time we rented a hotel room, or every single time I took my daughter when she was growing up to a Beyonce concert, there was a commission built into every single one of those transactions. And before we owned our business, we were giving that money back to multi-billion and million-dollar companies. But when we found out how to get on the right side of the travel industry and now generate income from something we were going to do anyway, it absolutely made sense. And it was I guess, imperative for us to no longer leave money on the table. And we were, I guess, of the class, you don't know what you don't know, but when you do know, you want to share it with every single person. And right now, there are so many people, Mr. Blair, with summer vacations rolling around, they're going to be traveling, and they know other people who are going to be traveling. So what we want to do is just share the information to make sure that people can now bring that income back into their home where they can spend more time with their family. Back to you.
Well, Miss Alisha, again, thank you. Again, ladies and gentlemen, what I want to do is simply be able to inform you. I want to inform you on the power of referrals. You know, again, Miss Alisha made that statement earlier. Again, I was just sitting here laughing like, man, she's taking my presentation. But guys, just think about it. We're always going out and we're referring someone to something. And guess what? We're not being compensated for it, but we're willing to do it each and every day. Why is that? Because the power of advertising by way of mouth is very, very strong. So what we want to do is just simply show you how to be compensated for showing individuals how to own their own travel agency. See, some people on this Zoom may be saying, I love my job. I make a lot of money. And guess what? You should love your job. You should be making a lot of money. But the question I have for you is simply this. Does that job love you just as much as you love it? See, what we want to do is simply position you to say, hey, what if something was to happen? What if? Just like Miss Alisha, again, have an opportunity and she took it. So what we want to do, guys, is simply show you something. Again, it only takes a small leap to sink a great ship. So again, are you prepared? Guys, what are we doing? We're showing individuals how to own their own travel agency. And what I've learned in the last 3 years is simply this. You should never rely on a single source of income. You must invest to create a second source. Now, we're not talking about buying anything. We're talking about solely investing. Why is that? Because when you invest, you can have opportunity to get your return on your investment. So guys, let's talk about the concept of Planet Marketing and the compensation plan. Again, what I'm going to speak to you about is a highly level breakdown of weekly income. Now, what does it look like? It simply means that when we're willing to go out and refer this business of Planet Marketing and IntelliTravel to anyone that we know, whether they're family, friends, coworkers, or strangers, what's going to happen is Planet Marketing is going to pay you a $50 direct commission each time one of those individuals decides to say yes to owning their own travel agency. We're just simply helping people do something that they're already doing, but do it smarter. Now, think about this, because we're talking about a leverage opportunity. What does that really mean? Because I know all the time we hear that equal opportunity, leverage. Guys, we're really talking about leverage and equal opportunity. Now, that means that the people that we personally sponsor into this company, guess what? They know someone that you do not know. So they're going to go out and they're going to refer the business to those individuals. And when someone says yes to them, guess what happens? They're going to earn the exact same $50 that you earn. But because you was the individual that took the opportunity first and you sponsored this person and they went out and helped someone else, the company is going to pay you a 50% check match. Guys, that simply means every time they earn $50, the company is going to give you a $25 thank you check. That means, again, we're winning together. Now, also by way of our weekly income, we have a $10 team bonus concept, ladies and gentlemen. This $10 team bonus concept is paid out into 6 generations. That means it's worth $60 total. So on top of that $50, on top of the $25, that's an additional $60 that's going to be paid to individuals each and every time someone partners within its great opportunity of Planet Marketing. Now, I love to tell people all the time, you should always want to go where you're going to be celebrated and not tolerated. What does that really mean? See, we have a builders program, ladies and gentlemen, that's been put into place so that we can celebrate individuals for helping more people. Now, how does it work? It's very simple. When you go out and help 3 families into this great opportunity, we're going to recognize you as the bronze builder. We're going to simply make sure that you understand that you've given yourself a raise and a promotion all off of your own efforts. But we're going to simply push you and simply show you how to position yourself As a silver builder, that means that you've doubled the efforts. You now have 6 individuals that have partnered with you. But more importantly, what we really want to do is show you how to get to the top of that builders program. That means now you're going to become a gold builder. You're going to have 9 individuals that's personally sponsored to you. But because you went out and did the work and helped 9 other families, the company is going to really reward you. They're going to give you 3 additional raises. The first raise is that $10 team bonus concept that I just spoke about. Now think about how lucrative this is. Every time you personally sponsor an individual, that $50 direct commission is always on the table. But because you are now a gold builder, the company is going to pay you an additional $10. So your $50, ladies and gentlemen, just turned to $60. But again, what are you utilizing that leverage income, that $25 thank you check? Now that $25 turns to $35. Guys, it's just simply an opportunity to earn additional income. Now, the second raise that you're going to earn by way of being a gold builder is simply meaning that you're going to earn a 10% override on travel commissions of the people that you personally sponsored into this company. So just think about it. What if you personally sponsored Miss Alisha and she's a gold builder? What if she went out and actually earned a $4,000 travel check for simply booking someone's cruise, and you don't even know who's going on the cruise? You don't know where they're going. You didn't even know the cruise is going out. But do you understand that's going to be a $400 check that you're going to earn by way of the leverage and talents of someone else? Again, simply unheard of. And the third but not least, guys, we're going to talk about the 10% override on residual income. And for those individuals who may not understand or know what residual income is, it's simply doing something one time and getting paid for it over and over again on a month-to-month basis. Now let's talk about our residual component. See, we have a 3x9 force matrix, ladies and gentlemen. And how does it work? It's 3 levels in width and 9 levels in depth. But this is really what I really want you to understand. How did we come up with this concept? See, most of you may know Sam Walton. If you don't, that was the founder or the visionary behind Walmart. And he had a vision. His vision simply stated that if he can earn a small amount of income on multiple points of distribution, his family could become wealthy. So just think about that for just a second. Do any of us really think Sam Walton's children or his grandchildren or their children is even working today? None of them would ever have to go out and get a 9-to-5. Why? Because of one man's vision. And he simply said that if he can network, he can earn a small amount of income on multiple distributions, his family's going to be wealthy. Guess what? That simply happened. So what we have is the exact same concept. The concept, ladies and gentlemen, is again a matrix that's allowing us to go out and help more people, global, right? So what is going to happen is this matrix, ladies and gentlemen, is going to have a $4 payout for every single person that partners within your organization. Now, is this you as an individual going out and helping hundreds and hundreds of families? No, this is a team collective concept. But get this matrix, it multiplies by 3 for every single level. Starting with the first level, 3 individuals, 9, it goes to 27, it goes all the way down to over 19,000 people who will fall on your 9th level. But when you add those numbers up, ladies and gentlemen, that's over 29,000 people that will fall into one individual's matrix. And every time someone partners in this company, you will start your own matrix and you will fall into your sponsor's matrix. And it continues to move on. Why is that? Because again, we're earning money together. But get this, ladies and gentlemen, this matrix, when it matures, it can actually bring you home over $118,000 monthly. Think about this for just a second. $4 a person, and you telling me that I can earn $118,000 every single month. Now, if I was able to open these lines up and ask everyone the question, do you have the opportunity to bring home $118,000 every single month? And I know everyone will flood the lines with the answer no. Why is that? Because you're working a 9-to-5, and a 9-to-5 is not meant for you to bring home $118,000 a month. Why is that? Because if you were under $118,000 every single month, you wouldn't need the job. They have to have a way for you to come back. So what we want to do is simply show you how to have financial freedom, but more importantly, help somebody else. Now get this, ladies and gentlemen. Again, I stated that you can earn a 10% override on those individuals that you personally sponsors residual income as well. So just say, for instance, you were earning 50% of the income from this matrix. That's over $60,000, right? But again, what if it was just 10%? That's over $11,000 that you're still bringing home. That's 6 figures, ladies and gentlemen. So think about this for just a second. Those 9 people minimum that you personally sponsored as a goal builder. What if all those individuals bring home at least a minimum of $1,000 from this one stream of income? Now, that's a $900 check that you're going to bring home in addition of your matrix check. Why? Because you're earning that 10% override on the people that you personally sponsored into this company as well. Now, let's move forward, because I know Miss Alisha and I have talked about directorship, and you're like, man, what is that? That's foreign language, right? But let's really talk about it. What does it really mean? See, our owner and the founder of the company, Mr. Donald Bradley, put together a wealth strategy, and he called it the Planet Marketing Directors Program. This program is allowing us, the ordinary people, to earn bonuses, ladies and gentlemen, by the first of every single month depending on your directorship ranking. Now, we're going to start off with a one-star director. A one-star director simply means that your team has grown to 100 active ITA members. That simply means intel travel agencies, right? So what that means now is that what your team has done is simply say, we're going to go out and help more families. Since you are the one-star director, you came in first and your team grew to that 100 individuals, guess what's going to happen? The company is going to pay you a $500 bonus by the first of every single month. You get this. This is a second level of those $10 team bonus concept. So your $50 now, ladies and gentlemen, turn to $70. And that $25 now turns into $45. All because of the work and the decision that you made. As a two-star director, it doubles, ladies and gentlemen. Simply means that now you have at least 300 people. The company is going to pay you a $1,000 bonus and, again, additional level of the $10 team bonus concept. You heard my wife and I state that we are currently 3-star directors in this company. Again, that means that we have a minimum of 500 individuals. Ladies and gentlemen, the company is paying us $2,000 by the first of every single month. And a bonus, ladies and gentlemen. And again, yes, there's an additional $10 by way of the $10 team bonus concept. But I'm going to jump to 5-star director. Why is that? Because, guys, we have 3 individuals that are actually currently 5-star directors. They're the number 2, 3, and 4 income earners in the company. Now, get this. As a 5-star director, they have at least 4,000 individuals in their organization, but the company is paying them $10,000 by the first of every single month. Think about it. They're already earning 6 figures by way of a bonus, ladies and gentlemen. And this is where our $10 team bonus caps out, meaning that every time those 3 individuals goes out and help one family become an entrepreneur in the number 1 industry in the world, guess what happens? They're going to earn all $60 of the $10 bills. So that's $50 in direct commission and $60 in $10 bills, ladies and gentlemen. Now, guys, I won't be remiss if I did not tell you about the 6-star director. The 6-star director in our company is the number 1 income earner. He does is earning a $16,000 check by the first of every single month, and he is the number 1 income earner in the entire company, ladies and gentlemen. So 7-star through 9-star has not been touched. But I really want everyone to really imagine becoming a 6-figure income earner, like the first 35 individuals that are actually in this company in a 3-year span. See, what you see before you is what we have is the presidential ring and Rolex program. See, what the company is going to do is simply document you once you become a 6-figure income earner. But I don't want you to really look at the rings and the Rolex. I want you to understand what does those rings actually signifies. Guys, as a sapphire ring wearer, that means that you're bringing home at least $8,333.33 a month, 6 figures, right? As a ruby ring wearer, that means that you're earning or bringing home over $20,000. A diamond ring wearer, ladies and gentlemen, over $41,000 a month. Think about this just for a second. $41,000 a month can simply change a whole bunch of people's lives. Again, this is what our opportunity is showing. And the number 1 income earner in our company does the double diamond ring, ladies and gentlemen, signify that he's the first millionaire in our company, bringing home over $83,000 a month. That's $25,000 a week, ladies and gentlemen. And once you become a 5-star director in our company, they're going to done you with a free Rolex. And again, the company is very serious about helping people and changing their lives. So let's slow this train down for just a second, because what I have before me is actually our income disclosure statement. Now, this is what our company of Planet Marketing sends to the IRS at the conclusion of every year. And what we have before us is the document of the statement that we sent to the IRS for the conclusion of 2018. Now, think about this, ladies and gentlemen, because I'm going to talk about one group of individuals, and that's the goal builders. And recall, as a goal builder, that means that you personally sponsor 9 individuals into this company. Let's talk about the hours that they're putting into this business on a week-to-week basis. It's only 5 hours. Again, 9 people you personally sponsor, you're putting in 5 hours a week. But let's talk about the average income that a goal builder is earning. That's just over $3,800. Now, for some individuals, that may not sound like a lot of income. And I'm going to be honest with you, it's not, but this is what this is doing. See, I did some studying, and the studying showed that for most Americans, if they could bring home an additional $500 a month, they can stay out of bankruptcy for additional $500 a month. Simply astounding. But think about this. So that means that when you break the $3,800 down, our company, ladies and gentlemen, simply means that that's about $300 to $315, right? So what happens is that we're simply showing people or helping people stay out of bankruptcy. But let's do the actual height as a goal builder. These individuals, and I want to remind you, they're still clocking in every single day. So they have a plan A. Guys, they're bringing home over $59,000 by way of a plan B. So you really have to ask yourself, which one really becomes the plan A or plan B? Because most individuals are not bringing home $50,000. But this is what our company is simply doing. Again, ladies and gentlemen, our income disclosure statement. Why? Because, again, we want to make sure that you understand you're going to earn a 1099 by way of this company because you are a business owner. Now, let's talk about our Planet Marketing Pledge. Now, what is our pledge? Ladies and gentlemen, this is what the showing the heart and from our heart, the heart of our founder, Mr. Donald Bradley. He put this into place back in April of 2017. This simply states that once you become a director in our company, we want you to feel secure in knowing that in the event of your death, the Planet business you built will simply outlast you. Guys, your family will still receive your Planet Marketing weekly commissions, director pay, director bonuses, and monthly residual income. That's simply meaning that we're talking about leaving wheels and not bills. Mr. Bradley did not have to put this into the actual bylaws or even the into play. But what he said is just simply this: I want to make sure that my reps and their family is taken care of if something was to happen to you. Again, guys, this is the actual benefits that we have by way of Planet Marketing. Now, I want you to really understand that this is a turnkey business. What does that mean? If you were the partner with whomever invited you to the Zoom on this evening, your business will be up and running immediately, not next week. There's no underlying nothing. You just want to say, hey, I have a business. I can go out and get my position myself to earn my return on my investment. We already have the tools, the trainings, and the events in place. And when I say events, ladies and gentlemen, I'm speaking about our events that we have that's going to be in 2019 and 2020 that's going to be held at the Gaylord Palms and Resort in Orlando, Florida. Now, these are our conventions, ladies and gentlemen. And what happened by way of these two conventions, the company of Planet Marketing went out and reserved the entire property at the Gaylord. Now, just think about that. How can a company go out and reserve the entire property of a five-star resort? Because we're debt-free. And guess what? That means that our company has our best interests in hand. Now, I know everything that I spoke about can probably be overwhelming. It's a lot of income, a lot of different statements, and you probably thinking, well, man, they get paid a lot of ways. How am I going to keep up with that? Well, believe me, ladies and gentlemen, we only get paid 6 different ways by way of this one compensation plan, and we're allowing ourselves to earn 6 different checks on a month-to-month basis. Now, think about it. If the 6 ways that we get paid, and I'm going to give you a simple breakdown. I really want you to understand these words: the power of simplicity. That means this compensation plan is very simple to understand. And one of the things we tell people all the time is once you start learning it, you would definitely, once you start earning it, you would definitely learn it. Now think about this. The first way we get paid is the direct commission, meaning that you're going to earn $50 every time you help another family. The second way is the 50% check match. When those individuals that you personally sponsor help someone, you're going to earn that 50% check match, right? The third is the $10 team bonuses. Now, that simply means that those are the additional $60 that you can earn by way of weekly income. The fourth, ladies and gentlemen, is the 10% override. Once you become a gold bidder in the company, you're going to earn that 10% override on those individuals that you personally sponsors travel, checks, and residual income. And the fifth is the matrix income, the $4 payout for every person that partners within your organization that equates to $118,000 a month. But when you really do the math, that's $1.4 million in a 12-month calendar period. And last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, the director bonuses that goes from 1-star to 9-star, but allows you to earn $500 all the way to $100,000 by the first of every single month. Very, very simple. So I know the magical question that everyone want to get answered is, how do we get started? Guys, I promise you it's not going to cost you an arm and a leg. It's not even going to cost you $2,000. Guys, it's going to cost you less than $200 to get started by way of Planet Marketing and IntelliTravel. And to be exact, we're talking about $199.90 to own 2 businesses. You're going to have your own home-based travel business, and you're going to become a marketing rep for the company of IntelliTravel. Now think about it. What happens and how does the payout go? Guys, $179.95 goes to IntelliTravel. The remaining $19.95 goes to Planet Marketing. You will have an overhead to stay in business every single month to keep your lights on. What's that cost? Less than $2 a day. $59, ladies and gentlemen, and 90 cents. Simply unheard of. And again, you hear me say that we got individuals that's earning millions of dollars off a $200 investment. Now, we always present this opportunity to hundreds and hundreds of individuals, but there's always the same 3 type of people that we present it to. Now, you will fall into one of the 3 categories. And when you hear the category that best suits you, do me, Mr. Blair, a personal favor and text it to the person who invited you to the Zoom so that they can better serve you. A number 3, guys, simply means that, hey, I'm going to say thank you, but no thank you. To you, we say thank you for actually taking the time out of your busy schedule and hearing this free information. And if you know anybody that's looking to add additional income to their home, simply introduce that person to the person who invited you to this Zoom. Or number 2 means I have questions, and questions are great. We're here to answer whatever questions you have, big or small, ladies and gentlemen, because we want to make sure that you can make one of the best business decisions ever. And the number 1 simply means that I'm ready. Show me the way. Point me in a direction to become successful. Show me how to own my own home-based business and I can work from the comfort of my home. And to you, we say, welcome to our family. Guys, on behalf of myself and Miss Alisha, that is the conclusion of our presentation. But I'm going to leave you with a great quote. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step, and that one step is you, whether you believe it or not, because you took the initiative to be on this call and hear the free information. There's nothing like gathering free information. Again, guys, welcome to the best place on the planet, because you are in the best place at the right time. Ladies and gentlemen, again, that is the conclusion of our presentation, and we just want to say thank you. Please get your questions answered, and everyone be blessed.